it's Miss Kate and I'm back again for another read aloud. Today I have my friend Gidget from The Secret Life of Pets with me, and if you have a stuffed animal that you want to bring while we read, go on ahead. She's gonna sit right here. She might fall, but we will figure that out when it happens. And today we are going to be reading another book about feelings. It is called Ruby Finds a Worry, and it is by Tom Percival. Look at that beautiful green color. Now, based on the title, what do we think this book might be about? What do you think Ruby has to deal with in this book? I'm guessing that she might feel worried. Based on the title, it has the word worry in it, and maybe she has to figure out how to deal with being worried. So I think we should find out. So let's get started. Ruby finds a worry. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high. Does anybody here like to swing up high on the swings? I love to swing up high. I am so excited for playgrounds to reopen so we can all swing together. And she loved to explore in faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that at first, Ruby hardly noticed it. But then the worry started to grow. Each day, it got a little bit bigger. It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast, staring at her over the cereal box. And it was still there at night when she brushed her teeth. The funny thing was that no one else ever could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. Does anybody notice anything special about this page? Anything about the colors? I notice that the character Ruby and her worry are both in color, but everything else is in black and white. So maybe that's showing how she can't see anybody else and they can't see her and her worry. She might be worried about being worried. Think about that. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Has anybody here, can you give me a thumbs up if you've ever felt worried? I know I felt worried. I felt really worried a lot, and sometimes it can make you not want to do things that you usually love to do. And that can be really hard when you usually want to go on the swings and suddenly you don't feel like it anymore. That doesn't feel good. That really doesn't feel good. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? Ruby didn't realize it, but she was doing the worst thing you can ever do with a worry. She was worrying about it. So I was right. She was worrying about the worry. And is that going to make it better or is it going to make it worse? I think it's going to make it worse. Now the worry was enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at dinner time. It filled up half the school bus, and it took up whole rows at the movie theater. Movie theaters are big. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could ever think about, and it seemed like she would never feel happy again. Then one day, something unexpected happened. She noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be another worry? Well, do those two dots look the same? What color is this one? This one's yellow. The other one's blue. But they look very similar. Maybe they're both worries. It was! Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. and I think this is her teacher. She asked the boy what was on his mind, and as he told her, the strangest thing happened. His worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever do when you have a worry. She talked about it. As the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Soon, both of their worries were gone. So what did she do that made the worry go away? What did it say that she did? She talked about it. So maybe if you have a worry, it's a good thing to talk about it, and then maybe it might let it go away. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, they never hung around for long. And if you look at the last few pages, as soon as her worry goes away, what happens with the colors? It's all colorful again. So if you ever have a worry, it might stick around for a little bit, but it's not going to last forever. And the best thing that you can do is talk about it. You can talk to your grown-ups. That could be a parent. That could be a grandparent. That could be a teacher. That could be an aunt or an uncle. That could be a friend. And then maybe that'll help it go away. That's what I do, and it really, really helps. So I hope you all enjoyed the story. I know I did, and I can't wait to read with you again next time.